Our identity. These questions touch on profound themes related to identity, spirituality, and faith. Let's explore each one in depth. 1. How do we break free from lost identity? Lost identity often stems from external pressures, societal expectations, trauma, or a lack of self-awareness. Breaking free from this requires a journey of self-discovery and intentional action. Self-reflection and awareness. Begin by asking yourself deep questions. Who am I? What do I value? What brings me joy or purpose? Journaling, meditation, or therapy can help uncover your true self beneath layers of conditioning or pain. Reclaiming your narrative. Often, lost identity is tied to stories others have told about us or roles we've been forced into. Take ownership of your story. Acknowledge your past, but don't let it define you. You have the power to rewrite your narrative. Letting go of external validation. Many people lose themselves by seeking approval from others. True identity is found when you stop living for others' expectations and start living authentically. Reconnecting with your core values. Identify what truly matters to you: kindness, creativity, justice, love, and align your actions with those values. This creates a sense of integrity and purpose. Community and support. Surround yourself with people who see and affirm your true self. Healthy relationships can help you rediscover who you are. Spiritual connection. For many, reconnecting with a higher power or a sense of the divine can restore a sense of identity. Recognizing that you are part of something greater can provide clarity and grounding. Breaking free from lost identity is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process of growth, healing, and self-acceptance. 2. What righteousness is? Righteousness is often misunderstood as moral perfection or rigid adherence to rules. However, its deeper meaning is about alignment with truth, justice, and divine will. Here's a deeper look. Moral integrity. Righteousness involves living with honesty, fairness, and compassion. It's about doing what is right even when it's difficult. Relational righteousness. In many spiritual traditions, righteousness is not just about individual behavior, but about how we treat others. It's about justice, mercy, and love in our relationships. Divine righteousness. In a theological context, righteousness is often seen as a state of being in right relationship with God. It's not something we achieve on our own, but is often described as a gift or a state of grace. Righteousness as a journey. Righteousness is not about being flawless, but about striving to live in alignment with higher principles. It's a process of growth, repentance, and renewal. Social justice. Righteousness also has a communal dimension. It calls us to work for justice, to stand up for the oppressed, and to create a more equitable world. In essence, righteousness is about living in harmony with truth, love, and justice, both inwardly and outwardly. 3. It is not our faith that saves us, it is His faith in us. This statement shifts the focus from human effort to divine grace and trust. It suggests that salvation or transformation is not about how much faith we can muster, but about the unwavering faith that God, or a higher power, has in us. Here's a deeper exploration. Divine faith in humanity. The idea that God has faith in us reflects a belief in our inherent worth and potential. It's a reminder that we are loved and valued, not because of what we do, but because of who we are. Grace over works. This perspective emphasizes that salvation or spiritual fulfillment is not earned through our efforts, rituals, or even our faith. Instead, it's a gift rooted in the divine's unconditional love and belief in us. Empowerment through trust. Knowing that God has faith in us can be incredibly empowering. It invites us to step into our potential, not out of fear or obligation, but out of a sense of being deeply trusted and supported. Relational faith. This idea highlights the relational nature of faith. It's not just about our belief in God, but about God's belief in us. This mutual relationship fosters trust, love, and transformation. Freedom from perfectionism. If salvation or spiritual growth depends on God's faith in us rather than our own, it frees us from the pressure to be perfect. We can rest in the assurance that we are enough, just as we are. This perspective invites humility, gratitude, and a deep sense of being loved and believed in, which can be a powerful catalyst for personal and spiritual growth. Conclusion. These questions invite us to explore the depths of who we are, what it means to live rightly, and how we relate to the divine. Breaking free from lost identity requires self-discovery and authenticity. Righteousness is about alignment with truth, justice, and love. And the idea that it is God's faith in us, rather than our own, that saves us, shifts the focus from human effort to divine grace, offering a profound sense of hope and empowerment. Together, these themes point toward a life of purpose, integrity, and spiritual connection. Thank you. Please subscribe.